And hello and welcome to the International School of Traders Wednesday Market Watch. This is the 15th of September 2021. Guys, if you can hear me loud and clear, just drop it in the chat in the comments and tell me that you can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. In the comments, let me just look at the comments very quickly and see if we do have people there. Okay, awesome stuff. Oh, Mapolo Bangobo from KZN. How are you doing? Is this the Mapoloba from Lady Smith? Thank you, Anastina. Thank you, Nolan. Thank you, Petrina. Now let's get started, guys. Let me show you what do we have in the markets today. Let's go quickly and look at what the market has for us in terms of the fundamental. What we are looking at today is obviously there's been some sort of CPI news from Britain that has been very positive. Let us look at the Canadian today. We're going to be looking at the Canadian core CPI month on month, and then also we are going to be looking at the Empire State Manufacturing Index in the US. Export price index is also expected, and crude oil inventories is also expected later on this afternoon. Now that's all on the fundamentals today that is expected. Oh, Mr. Mapoloba, it's been a long time. Thanks for coming again. And now let's look at what the market has for us today, guys. I'm going to start off with XAUSD, which is gold. I think I mentioned this yesterday that market is expected to bounce on this support and go towards the top side. If you took this trade yesterday and you closed with profits, congratulations. Now today, I'm still having the same idea. In this case, I'm expecting markets to retrace a little bit, come towards the downside, and then markets go towards the top side from there. A little bit of a retracement here is expected, and then markets go towards the top side. So this is looking beautiful on XAUSD. Let us see how markets react later on today, but I'm very optimistic. I think we are going to be buying XAUSD later on today, if not later on this week, right? Good stuff. Now, let us look at Euro USD. There's nothing much actually there that I want to talk about. USD CHF, there is a little bit. Yesterday we got taken out in USD CHF. We were buying just there, so we got taken out here. Markets continued towards the downside. We are expecting though. Let me just see. Market can still push towards the downside here and target those previous support zones. So we gotta be careful and look out for this trade. Look out for these particular levels here and see if market does give us a little bit of a retracement, and then we do take some long positions here. GBP/USD, nothing to talk about there. Then USD ZAR. I think USD ZAR is one of the interesting ones. But before USD ZAR, let's talk about USD Jpy, which is a trade that I just took recently. It is because of this analysis here, this analysis that shows that we are in a bullish market on USD Jpy, and possibly we are actually at one of the most strong support zones. So if this is true, we should see some rejections towards these zones here. This zone, this was my early entry. Then we can take another buy around this zone again if markets push us the downside. But if markets break and close below, then it will be now a new season for USD JPY. Okay, I think you guys can hear that my voice is changing gears and all of those things. Yeah, it's not, I'm not feeling good at all. Now let's look at USD ZAR. USD ZAR is one of the most promising trades we spoke about yesterday. Hopefully you took a buy here. But let's look at what's going on here. I'm expecting a buy here around 1422. That's where I'm expecting a buy, especially if markets reject this area. Then we are expecting markets to push towards the top side and continue in a buy direction here. There's a couple of things that has already happened in this market, so that's why I'm projecting a buy here. I'm projecting a buy, and looking at the South African economy itself, there is nothing good that I am expecting personally here. So let us look at some other trades. I think one of the trades that we can look at is actually NZD-CHF. Market is broken out here. This beautiful setup. The market is broken out, and it is expected to go towards the downside. I feel that I missed out on this trade. I should have sold around here. So that's a difference of like 15 pips, which is quite big or large to risk. But I'm very optimistic that this market can still push, all the way down here. Looking at how the market has been lining itself here, it can push quite a number of pips, even if it's not, a huge number, possibly from here around 80 pips or so. That can be, that's a beautiful number of pips right there. Okay, good stuff. No problem, Mr. Ayanda. Let's go to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, I've been looking at the Nasdaq for quite a while now, and I hope you guys are on the same page as me on the expectations. So yesterday, market went a little bit further down as I was expecting. Now, all of you guys know that I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce on these zones, previous zones here. If that doesn't happen, that means that market has just used this as support. Let us look into smaller time frames. Looking at smaller time frames, market is still pushing towards the downside, and I'm not quite confident in taking a buy as yet. I think we need to wait. There is more potential towards the downside here. So let us see how the markets behave later on today. We might see a bounce. If market bounce again for the third time here, there's a high chance that we're going to change directions towards the top side. But obviously, the biggest zone that I'm looking at is actually this zone right here, right? This is the zone that I'm looking at as a buying zone. So that is it on the Nasdaq. Looking at Bitcoin, let us see what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin is still pushing, still trying to push towards the top side. Nothing much to say there. Nothing much to say there. So also looking at Ripple, nothing much to say there on Ripple. Nothing much to say there. So yeah, that's all for today. That's all that I'm looking at the moment. I will be seeing you guys on the other side of the withdrawals. Hope you are going to have a successful trading day. I will see you on the other side of the withdrawals. It's your one and only Ngobeko Mtiane. Shalom. Sorry, Mona Lisa, we are done. Sorry, we are done. Just ending this meeting now. We're going to see each other later on.